Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be talking about episode 4 of the Sensorites. I like it. It's kind of moving along as I expected it to. Turns out it is the water that poisoned Ian and the water that's poisoning some of the Sensorites. I kind of called that when he fell down, considering he had just drank the regular water before the crystal water. So I'd kind of figured that out. So episode 4 basically continues with the Doctor trying to get access to the TARDIS to work up a cure, them not quite trusting him enough to give him the TARDIS, but setting up a laboratory for him, and him basically finding out why some of the water's contaminated and some of it's not. There's an interesting little montage, which for a minute there in episode 4, it did start to drag a little. Like, I thought I was hitting that point where, is this where it starts to drag? But it was only for a minute. It was right there when it was kind of doing the montage of the Doctor working. And I'm sitting here going, I'm seeing an 80s montage in the 60s. Or from the 60s. That's something. I don't know why, but that amused me, but it did. But then the episode picked back up. We see the governor of the city still being frustrated about the humans and wanting to kill them. And unfortunately, the female astronaut let slip that, without y'all's markings, we wouldn't be able to tell you apart. And as soon as she said that, I saw the look on the governor of the city's face. Just the way the actor who's playing the governor stands there like, huh. I was like, she shouldn't have said that. And sure enough, he's like, I never thought of that. And I was like, oh, woman, you done messed up. You done messed up saying that. And sure enough, they basically trick the second into a meeting and hold him hostage and take his little sash, and then the governor of the city starts impersonating him to cause all sorts of problems. I saw that coming as soon as I saw that look on his face. And he's managing to avoid the higher-ups so people can tell he's not the second, because most people even the Sensorites aren't really familiar with what the first and the second look like. They just see the sash. So that's proceeding along. I've been really impressed with how well this story has done Susan, because Susan tends to be the weak point of episodes for me. She's just not written well. It's nothing against Carol. She's just not written well. She's very two-dimensional, always getting her screamy, panicking character. But she's actually been utilized as a character fairly well in this story. She's had some great moments. I loved the scene when the Doctor was frustrated with the first and the second, the actual second, and was yelling at them because he was frustrated, and it was obviously hurting them, but he didn't catch on to that. And Susan was having to know, grandfather, what you're doing is attacking them. They don't like sound. I'm sorry, he didn't mean that. It's just really nice to see Susan getting a little character development, not being written in the clumsy, panicky, screamy way she often is. I feel like she's better served by this story than she is most of the stories she's in. So, yeah, even at 4 parts, I'm fine with it. I'm enjoying the story. William Russell kind of gets to spend a lot of the episode laying down being poisoned, so I'm sure he enjoyed filming this one. The cliffhanger was pretty nice, too, with the Doctor going down into the aqueduct and hearing the roars and being like, uh-oh. Now, a couple things I don't know. Are there really animals down there, or is that just a setup? Basically, it all hinges on is this one district, is the water there poisoned intentionally, or is it accidental? Is there someone who's doing it purposely, or is it something that's just happened accidentally? Because the governor of the city, I can't decide if he's responsible and he's actually poisoning it for his own agenda, or if he truly does just think the humans are lying and that they're bad. I haven't quite figured out if he's truly a bad guy or if he actually is someone who just thinks he's doing the right thing and that the humans are bad. So I haven't quite sorted that out. Now, I haven't sorted out whether the water was poisoned purposely or if it just accidentally, through not being kept up and maintenanced properly, has become poisoned. So that'll be interesting to see how that's going to play out. So, episode 4 of the Sensorites. Still enjoying it so far. What are your thoughts on it? Comment down below and let me know. Other things to do, don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. That helps me out, and I certainly appreciate it. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me that way. There's a link to that down in the description below. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Stephen Crane, Colin Coney, and Finn Perkins. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. I have a P.O. box if there's anything you would like to send me to look at and review, as this copy of the Sensorites was sent to me by one of my subscribers, who's also one of my patrons, Unknown289, which I very much appreciate. And a link to my Amazon wish list, which has been updated recently, is down there as well. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.